Good morning, my lovelies. Right, I'm just waiting for my tree to dry a bit. I've actually gone ahead and painted it, but I wanted to just say, and I'm going to link this completely because I don't want anybody thinking this was my idea. The tree was, you know, my idea. It was a lady, and if you go, I will link it. If you go to her YouTube channel, it's called Myfroggystuff, F-R-O-G-G-Y, Myfroggystuff. That's where the original tutorial came from for the tree. But we are going to take our tree to the next level because we've got to the stage now where we were at with the tutorial from Myfroggystuff. So this is where I'm now going to take it to the next level, and this is where we're going to start using all our products that we've got in our crafting collection, products that you haven't used for a long time. Now is the time to get them out. Now, I'm going to apologise if you do hear my son. My son is next door. Obviously, this is my crafty time, and then it's my son's computer time when it's my crafty time. So, just to let you know, I just did a test up. This is the brown paint. It's acrylic paint that I used. I think I did say, sounds like it's from the Dirks. That's the shop, sounds like the Dirks, and it's called Raw Amber. I think I did tell you it's actually on special at the moment, £3.50, and you get a whole 500 millilitre tub, so it's a good price. You're going to get a few projects done out of that. Now, just wanted to show you. Now, can you see that? These are your Nuvo mousses. They go on to the acrylic paint perfectly. Look at that. I mean, the finish you get on that, the metallic-y finish is beautiful. And I just tried out this one is the forest green, and this one is hammered copper. Now, I will pick it up. I'll do it towards the end of this just to give it a little bit more drying time. This is what we're going to use to rub over the tree. So instead of using paint to bring out all the detail, we're going to use the mousse, and the mousse does make it looks a lot better than doing it with a dry brush and paint. Obviously, if you haven't got it, then you can go ahead and use a dry brush, but I just wanted to show you it works beautifully on acrylic, your mousse. So it's a really good time. Next week is half term. Get all your, your mousses out that you haven't used before. Get them out and use them because they are brilliant for these projects. We're always using them on cards. We use them with our stencils, but we never actually get them out to use, do we, on sort of handmade projects. So they're perfect on paint. And also, I just tested out. Now, some of you may have got they did a Halloween bundle last week. Now, I don't know. I didn't buy the Halloween bundle because I had so much in my stash already. But I do believe there were some sprays, some mica sprays that were in that collection. I know there was a purple. I'm wondering if it possibly was this. It's called Violet Luster, and there was definitely a red. Now, I can't remember what green they had put in, but I had all these. I pick up bargains throughout the year. This one is Crimson Velvet, and the other one I had was Pampas Grass. Excuse me. Ooh, Pampas Grass. Now, if you look, can you see that? Look at that. Now, that's on acrylic paint. Isn't that lovely? I absolutely love that. And I had never tested it out on paint before because I do lots of other projects, but look at that luster up to those. So they do work. Your Nuvo mousses, where are we? You see, it's slightly different. You get a much brighter with the mousse, but a really lovely luster. So Halloween cards, any projects where you're using paint, these look beautiful. Right, just wanted to show you what I did with before we go ahead with the leaves. Now, do you remember I said I was going to cut out lots of these and use these on the tree because we're taking our tree to the next level. This is where we're going above the tutorial. So lovely lady, American lady, I'm going to say it again, Myfroggystuff at YouTube. That is where I got the original tree idea. But from this stage on, we're now moving on and bringing it up to a different level. So cut lots of these. Now, all I've done, again, these, I think this, I can't remember what craft kit this was from, but this was from a craft kit, Acorn Brown. And this one is from a craft kit. It's called Craft Kit 21, I think that was from. So if you've not used some of your craft kit, you know, inks, get them out and use them. And this is a good time to do it. So all I did, and it's so straightforward. It's not, you know, it's not difficult. It's not a Da Vinci, you know, we're not doing a Da Vinci, we're doing a tree for Halloween. So we don't have to worry about it being perfect. But all I did was just go in. Oh, and by the way, this is Craft Perfect. If you're wondering what card this is, it's called Pumpkin Spice. Again, I had this in my stash, and I do believe that I think this was in I think Tonic did, oh, quite a while ago now, bundle, and it had lots and lots of card. It was a really good price, and there was so much of it, you know, so much of it, and I didn't get to use it all. And I thought, oh, okay, using that. So we've got the Acorn Brown. Now, I didn't use this, okay? I got this out afterwards, but it was just if you have Nuvo. I actually used this one. I know it's not a Nuvo, it's a Momentum one. But all I did was go in again just with the red, and I didn't go anywhere else on the leaf. I want to keep the middle part of it nice and free, because that just brings it out, you know, it makes it look a little bit more realistic. Now, it depends how far you want to go. If you're not doing a haunted tree and you were doing a Christmas tree or, you know, anything, and you wanted to go a little bit, you know, you can make them a bit more realistic, then you can do that. But, you know, just to sort of show you, that's what you get. It's lovely, isn't it? You know, and it's a good way of using all your leaves up, and it's not going to take a massive amount of time to do this. Plus as well, not only can you use these for cards, so if you're making you know, autumn cards, they will look lovely, you know, sort of arranged on the front of it. I think there was an autumnal kit that Tonic did with some actually the new one they did. The new kit's out, isn't it? I don't have the new one, but I would imagine there's some lovely sentiments in there that would go with these if you have this old set. So that's what I've done there, and that's ready for my tree. But you can use those for cards, you can use them for scattering around if you're doing Halloween displays. Some people put lovely things on their mantelpieces, don't they? These will look lovely scattered around. Just to show you as well, this is what I mean. Now, I had these from a long, I mean, I'm talking years ago. The ones that you can buy, they're like material type leaves. But I think that was about, I don't know, it must have been about £2 for a pack of these. I think it was something like that, £2.50. But this is what I mean. You know, we've got these. Maybe you haven't, but some people may have these in their stash. And, you know, it just seems silly going out and buying them. Plus, you want that really nice handcrafted look. Right, so let's move on. Now, I got these from, now you could make your own. You could do it exactly the same. You could paper mache it. Let me just clear that off. You could paper mache a balloon. You know, you can, what you do is you take your balloon, don't you? And then you tie some string around it in different parts so it looks like a pumpkin and paper mache it. You could do that. It's, again, great projects. But time, you know, sometimes we don't have time. These were pretty cheap. I can't remember how much they were, but I know they were cheap. I'm a bit of a cheapskate. I'm a frugal crafter. If I can get away crafting cheaply, I do it. I have to say I'm quite frugal. But these were from, oh, let me just, I'm getting them everywhere. The packaging actually is really good. Do you know what? Don't throw that away. that would make lovely texture. I'm not going to throw this away. This is lovely. This will make fantastic texture if you're doing other Halloween projects. We might even be able to use this on the tree. That would make brilliant texture. But anyways, this is from the one that sounds like Bobby Craft. Sounds like Bobby Craft. That's where these were from. So, again, I thought, you know what? I'm going to get out all the things that I have never used, probably came in craft kits, maybe came in bundles that I bought. Now look, we've got all of these. Now, it depends what you're looking for. If you're doing it for, you're doing it for a real, you want it a really natural look, then you're not going to want to use this kind of stuff. But, all we've got to do is paint over these and then just drop our glitter around. Let's give one a go, because I do like the idea of the glitter. But I mean, we've got these. What were these ones? I don't know what these were called. Oh, Sweet Peach Circles. So what you could do, because they're quite bright, but this doesn't matter. You can do the same as what we're going to do with the glitter, and then you can just go over this. Once you've got your, so you put your glitter on, do a coat of glue, put your glitter on, wait for it to dry, do another coat and fill in the areas, wait for it to dry, and then paint over it so that it all sticks and it's not going to come off. And then just to darken it, you can just take your browns and just darken it just through these bits, and I promise you it won't look as orange. So what I'm trying to say is try and use everything that you have. Don't think, oh, that's not the right colour, because you've got all those. Right, let's try and get a piece of paper first. Here, we can use this one. This is an old one. Right, so easy. I mean, I'm going to do this really quickly, and this is just to give you extra ideas, because these are going to go at the bottom of my tree. I may decide that I'm going to change it. I do that a lot. Sometimes I think, oh, right, I'm going to do that, and then I change my mind, and I think, no, I don't like that there. So, but great projects with the kids, and because we're making a tree, right, I'm going to just do half. I'm going to just do half so that we can stand it up and then dry it, and then maybe do the other half. But easy projects using everything you have, easy projects. So we're going to go over with the glitter. Look at this. And I mean, this glitter is lovely. This is not just, this is lovely glitter. And, I know some people don't like working with glitter, do they? I know some people are like, oh, I don't like glitter. But I love it. So look at that, you see? Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I absolutely love this idea. And lots of people do turn around and say, well, the glitter falls off. No. Get your, after this is really dried, make sure you've got enough. See, look at that. Make sure you've got enough on it. Actually, it looks much prettier in real life than it does on camera. It really does. It looks a bit different, but in real life, while I'm here and the light's hitting it, it really is glistening. But no, just after this is dried, you just take your glue and you just paint your glue over it. And that will stick. Let's pop that there. That will stick the glitter to the pumpkin, so you're not going to get glitter falling off anywhere. So really quick and easy ways of using up products you have got in your stash. Actually, I really like that pumpkin, so I'll make sure I use it in the project. So that's that one. Now, another one. Let's move those on. I just wanted to give you a few quick ideas while I'm doing this. Let's move my little pumpkin over there to dry. Again, same shop, right? Same shop. Sounds like Bobby Craft. That's where I got these. I think they were £1, something like that. Really cheap. But if you have got cardboard, do exactly the same as what we did with the tree. It's so easy. You can do these for free. If you've got glue, all you've got to do is cut round, two sides. Just cut round the headstone and cut round two sides, and then just cut a piece and pop it along with your hot glue gun all the way around, and you've got a tombstone. It really isn't that difficult to do these. And it wasn't actually until after I'd done the tree that I thought, oh, maybe I should have made it myself. But again, time, so easy. Right, so with these, again, use your, I'm not going, you know, there's no point in me showing you painting them because you get the picture, but use your mists, use these. So you can, you know, you can paint your tombstones and then maybe put a lovely rest in peace. You know, you can even cut, I think Tonic have got, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a quick one. I'll have to have a look. But Tonic did some lovely letters, and they did have some sort of spooky-ish looking letters, which I may have in my craft stash. So I'll have a look for those afterwards. And what you could do was just cut out RIP and then build it up. So stick it sort of 3 or 4 times so it comes out, right? So you've got your RIP, maybe some other words, whatever it is you want to put. Then tissue paper over it, exactly what we've done with the tree. Tissue paper over it and use your mica mists. Use your mousses, again, to rub over, and you will get this effect of it coming away from the headstones. These are really nice. I'll tell you what, I'll do that as a project. We'll do that because it's not going to take me long. But these are really nice projects. Now remember, these are on brown. Imagine what they're going to look like on black acrylic paint when we do these. You know, they are going to look lovely. Now I do have another mica mist, which is sort of a, I will have a look because it actually might come out quite gold on here. But I will do that. We will come back rather than me, and we will do this so I can show you the headstones that are just going to go underneath by the tree. So I just wanted to do a really quick, let's put that there. I just wanted to do a really quick stop in between just to show you what you can do. Now, I have taken a plant pot. This is where the next level comes for our tree. Let's move these out of the way. I'm slowly running out of space in my craft room. I'm literally surrounded by boxes and Halloween stuff, so I'm going to have to take a week out to tidy it up. But what I've done is during the summer, I think it was in the one that sounds like Fazda. I was in the one that sounds like Fazda, and they had this hanging plant. These came out of the hanging plant. It was really cheap. It was half price in the sale. And I thought, oh, I like that. What am I going to do with that? So I thought, yeah, get it. Sometimes that's what I do. Yeah, get it. So I took this out. Now in the planter itself, it's got little stones. Let me check the time. Oh, what is the time? Right, another 6 minutes. It had little tiny stones in it. So we're going to use those to put around the bottom of the tree. So we're utilising things that we've got. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these over the top where the tree, where it's got his head. Because I couldn't get my light in there, I'm going to make a light that sits on top rather than have one coming. The flames would look lovely, but for easy and quickness, that's going to sit on top and go over it. And these are going to hang down. But what we're going to do is we're going to take, I was just wondering if, let's just have a look. Let's just try it on one and just see. Yes, you see, it does work. Now, this is going to be a bit time consuming. This is not going to be, this is going to take some time. But what I'm going to do is, it does work actually. Let's just have a look. So just take the ink. Yes, it does. I'll have to just check that it's going to dry on there okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I might try and find a quicker way of doing this. Might have to do it with maybe some watered down paint. But what I'm going to try and do is darken these. I think this is a pea plant. I think that's what this was. I'm pretty sure it's called a pea plant, but maybe you'll correct me. But we're going to go over this and darken it. We're really going, can you just see that? So where we've got, it's really bright green, we don't want that. But we don't want it completely to go away because we like some of the green. But we're going to sort of darken these, maybe sort of even get a black ink. I know Nuvo have got, what's it called? It's the nearly black, isn't it? What's it called? Black Shadow. That's the one. Maybe I'm going to do it with Black Shadow instead, and just rub around, and we're going to darken that up a bit. So this is going to be the top of the head. Right, so I've got a lot of projects still lined up, and I still have a memory book, haunted memory book to do. How exciting. Right, so just going to show you very quickly, this is what we're doing as our next stage, because we're taking it to the next level. So we've taken our, what's this called, copper something, what's it called, hammered copper. Right, let's just get that out. Let's hope that you have dried enough for me to get you in here. Yes. So I can't push this down. I'm going to have to do this now. Hang on. Let's just pop this up here. Sorry, it's right in the way, isn't it? It's right in the way. Can you just see at the corner? I know you can't. I'm just going to use my spatula to take a little bit of this hammered copper out, and to put, you're going to see it in a minute when I take this down, to put on the side of my, can you see it here? Yes, you just can. Right, we're just going to squash our finger down, and we really want that dry, okay? We want that dry. Now, let's see if you can see. We're going to run our finger over the top, and I'm using my fingers. I'm not using a dry brush on this, okay? So, although you want a lot of, can you see that's coming out? Although you want a lot of, you want the copper on there, you want your finger to be like there's nothing on there, really, like there's no, you could water it down, but you want it like there's nothing on there at all. And you will keep going around, can you see? And you will bring out all that lovely detail, which is all the wrinkled effect. So you just keep dabbing your finger, and this is just a fantastic way of using all your mousses. You know, I love this, and it really does. It's a little bit like the, what are they called? The gilding wax. It is a little bit like the gilding wax, but I don't know, it just looks nice. Look at that. How, can you see that? So we're going to go over the whole, let me move him now. We're going to go over the whole tree. Right, don't put yours back. Sorry, I got a bit of, I'm going to, because I hate waste. Don't put yours back, because they wouldn't advise doing that. They would advise you to take it out with your spatula. Don't put your fingers in the pot. I'm a very messy crafter. There you go, look, you could use that for something else. You could water that down, use it on cards, splatter it all over them. But I'm not going to at the moment. So that's what we're going to do. That's where we're at. I'm just speeding through this whole tutorial. What I'm going to do is come back now at the point of just waiting for that tree to dry, and then I can finish going over it. And I have used the, again, it's called hammered copper, I'm sure I told you. And then we can get to the next part, because the next part now is going to be assembling all the leaves on there. So like I say, we're taking Myfroggystuff, we're taking her tutorial to the next level, okay? So I will be back with the next part, and I will show you what I'm going to do with the little two headstones as well. I will see if I can get the letters, because I know, Tonic, I'm sure I've got some spooky letters in there somewhere, so I shall find them, and then we'll come back, and then we will hopefully nearly be at finishing our tree.